Everybody, welcome back to more Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Hope you're doing fantastic today. My frozen Odiva. Um, let's see. Let's see. Let's give this to Rex. So, my goal for the stream today, or not stream, what am I doing? My goal for the video. What am I? Who am I? Where am I? My goal for the video today, I'm gonna try not to hum along to the music. Crap. It's impossible. Okay, let's talk to Sinello. Audience chamber time. Through here is the venue for the Summit of Nations. I must apologize, but entry is forbidden to all but the official representatives of each nation. I guess this is as far as we go. Yes, Bridget and I will proceed to the summit. I'm coming with you. So are you, Mithra. Remember? I guess. I'm not sure I like it, but I suppose I have to play my part in all this. Rex, you head back to our chambers. Oh, okay. With the others and wait for us. No problems. Be careful in there, okay, Mithra? Don't worry, I'll handle this just fine. It should be an interesting scene.
My deepest thanks to you for agreeing to this ceasefire, Queen Rakura, Emperor Nile.
As I recall from the Assyrian treaty of 350 years ago, the Praetorium was to refrain from intervention in times of war. And yet here you are intervening. But I trust you have a suitable justification, Your Eminence.
Naturally. But first, to ensure impartiality in these negotiations, may I present Nira, acting chairman of the Argentum Trade Guild. Furthermore, representing the Tantalese, His Highness the Crown Prince Ozikairis Brunev Tantal will also be attending.
Oh, his full name. It's quite the name,
The Crown
Zeke.
Prince, the prodigal Prince of Tantal.
What was his full name again? Ozikairis or something like that?
What a spectacle! Seems the Praetor has as much clout around here as ever.
Could we not just take them out here and now?
Good point. All the principal nations' heads gathered here? It'd make things easy later.
The way to the world tree must first be opened. Wiping out mankind is the easy part. We could manage that
I
ourselves.
don't like you, Wakos.
Even so.
That isn't our only goal, remember? We must wait for the stage to be set.
Is Jin serious about this?
Yeah. I've been wondering that myself.
I think he's pretty serious based on what I've seen.
Oh, he's serious. He always is. He will annihilate mankind, and then he will kill the architect.
Sounds pretty evil to me.
Now, it seems Mor Ardain has been accused of a unilateral breach of treaty in this matter. Emperor Nile, I open the floor to you. Is there anything you wish to say?
While we are still conducting investigations into the cause, it cannot be denied that weaponry belonging to our forces was discharged against Uriah. Regardless of any possible reason and circumstance, we are prepared to offer recompense for this grave offence.
So you want to settle this with money?
We will provide any compensation deemed necessary.
Perhaps I'm misunderstanding. To my ears, it sounds almost as if you mean to imply that the blame for these offences does not lie with your Majesty at all.
We are investigating.
Can't
I
we
ask
tell
that we
him?
not draw any hasty conclusions.
What need is there for investigation? I believe a cause has already been established. There are witnesses.
Yeah.
And that would be? What a preposterous notion. The people you speak of are merely a terrorist group. How could they possibly command that measure of...
It's the truth. I, Ozyclyrus, swear this in the name of King
Ozyclyrus.
Eulogimenos Tantal.
Can confirm ex-Chairman Banner give these people some kind of supplies. Military supplies, methinks. And in great number, yes.
But why would...
What if I were to tell you that the Aegis Malus, who raised the world 5 centuries ago, was involved?
Ridiculous. Everyone knows he disappeared in a blaze of flame.
He's very much alive,
He's
believe me.
back, baby.
That arsehole, the Aegis, has confronted us in person. And if my word is not enough for you...
Mithra? Yeah.
A blade? But that core crystal...
This is another Aegis, named Mithra. Your Highness has heard of her, surely?
So the rumors that reached us were true. Who is its driver?
If you knew that, I dare say your surprise would be even greater. But that is not the matter we are here to discuss, Your Highness.
Very happy boy.
This is a dire situation.
"6 o'clock already. Mithra's been in there for a long time now.
We've just got to trust them. They're dealing with the leaders of whole nations. It's not like there's anything you or me can do to help.
Ugh.
I've noticed something about Malos. He's an Aegis, but you wouldn't know it from how he's fighting. I'm pretty sure he's damaged in some way.
You mean he can't use the full extent of his powers?
The wounds I dealt in our battle long ago may not be completely healed. His end goal is Elysium. He wants to go back to the place he was born. There he can heal until his powers have recovered. If Malos is allowed to restore himself...
The horrors of 5 centuries past will return.
Or worse still, Malos's goal is simple. He means to destroy humanity in its entirety.
Why would anyone desire that?
Perhaps he doesn't even need a reason. It seems to be a deep-seated drive. An instinct. As natural as breathing.
All of this is my responsibility.
Praetor Amalthus? Whatever do you mean?
It was none other than I who awakened Malos and unleashed him upon the world.
So,
This
Your
time or
Eminence,
before?
the rumor that you were once Malos's driver is...
I never intended to obscure the truth. It is writ plain for all to see in history books. I was a fool. It was to prevent such foolishness that all passage to the World Tree was forbidden after the Aegis War. However, it has become apparent that the laws of men do not apply to Malos. The time may have come to lift that restriction.
So how did he come back, though? Or did he never leave? Don't answer that. I'm just
I appreciate this.
Don't think you've earned my trust. But since Rex is going to Elysium, their paths are bound to cross. That's all.
I'm surprised. You seem so devoted to the boy.
It's for both our sakes. But you, Amalthus, who is it that you're living for?
Morning, folks. You're looking a bit better slept than yesterday. Pretty much. Fan's state funeral is to be... Oh, I forgot about Fan. Oh, man. Fan's state funeral is to be held today, is it not? She's gotta come back, though, right? What happened to her crystal? Did she turn into crystal? Yeah, I think it was meant to be happening in, Sierra's Plaza, right outside the sanctum. You'll be going, right? Yes, it would be wrong for me not to. Sierra's Plaza, very not far away. Time to go. Quick, quick. Mr. Pond's so bossy sometimes. I'm not supposed to be humming the music at the...
I guess they did call her a goddess. The state funeral makes sense. Shouldn't you be with him?
He's a boy. Best not to bother them at times like this.
I expected you'd be more clingy. You really are different from her.
Actually, letting him be was more her idea than mine.
Really? Pirates? Get out. So wait, you're saying you want to go be clingy or what?
I'll burn you.
I can't. Sheesh.
I love Nia. Nia's my favorite so far, I think, in this game.
It's weird, though.
What is?
I mean, don't you think it's odd? Normally, if a blade or its driver dies, it'll just go back to being a core crystal. So why is Fan just dead?
Exactly.
I did wonder the same thing. There's only one way I know for a dead blade to keep its physical form. Remember Minoth?
It was... Oh, yeah.
He was a flesh eater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Fan wasn't a flesh
Oh,
eater.
maybe not.
I can say that for sure.
What's that?
That's the shape of Fan's core crystal. Well, how it used to be.
Nice framing there.
Now it's a triangle.
Rex and I are quite a unique case, but this is different still.
How is it different?
If a blade shares its core with another, its shape changes in a uniform fashion. In our case, the center part went to Rex, and the outer part to us. I don't know why that is, but it seems to be a rule.
But Fan's isn't like that.
Exactly. It looks more like someone stole her core, doesn't it?
Him? That was quite the grand funeral ceremony. It spoke volumes as to just how much Fan was loved by her people. The goddess of Indul won't be an easy position to replace. Hey Rex, what are you going to do from here on out? If we're going to reach the World Tree, we'll need the Praetor's help, but... Master Rex, there you are. Praetor Malthus wishes to speak with you. He is waiting in the audience chamber. It's perfect timing then. Maybe he wants to talk about the World Tree. I'm afraid I cannot say. Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get ourselves on over to that audience chamber then. Do I have a teleport point there? I don't. Okay. Take the scenic route. I don't know whether to trust him or not trust him, the Praetor. It's like 1 second I think he's on our side, then stuff like that happens. And his links to like Malos and stuff. I don't know. Let's see what he has to say. Gosh, the music. Music. What you doing?
My apologies. Did I keep you waiting?
No, not really. What were you doing?
I was cleansing the core crystals. It markedly increases their resonance success rate. Bonding with a crystal carries certain risks, you understand.
I know.
When I became the driver of an Aegis, this power was awakened in me.
So, I might be able to do it too?
Who knows? Different people are cut out for different things.
Right, yeah.
Now then, my work is done for the day. Come with me.
A special envoy? To Tantal? Me?
Correct. Behold. As a salvager, I imagine you are already aware, but this is Allrest, the world we currently inhabit. We make our home on Titans, moving in circles around the World Tree. And here lies the Great Void. This void came into being 500 years ago. It did not exist prior to that.
So I've heard. It's in our way anyway. It stopped us reaching the World Tree.
The Great Void is carved from the Cloud Sea by a monstrous beast known as Ophion.
We met him.
Wait, you mean that thing?
To be precise, it is an artifice, a servant of the Aegis.
Of Mithra?
So that thing is Mithra's. Then what did it attack us for? Doesn't make sense.
Ophion was felled in the ancient battle with Malos, sinking below the clouds.
I freaking love this song.
This means someone must have revived it.
Correct.
And you're saying that someone was Zeke's home country, Tantal?
Yes. They gave Ophion one directive: to ensure that none approach the World Tree. They sought to prevent a repeat of the horrors of the Aegis War, so an obstacle was created, the Great Void.
How did they manage a feat like that?
As I've said, mankind is regressing. Only one artifact remains that can rescind Ophion's orders, and it lies in Tantal.
It's called the Omega Feta, and it's guarded by the royal family. I'll take you to it.
Thanks.
I've prepared your envoy documents already. Your quest is to set foot in Elysium, correct? Malos and his ilk will surely seek the Omega Feta for themselves. I would ask you to reach Elysium before they do, and inform me of what you find there. Do it as a favor for a once foolish old man, and so that people may have a future in this dying world.
Now tell me about Fan. What'd you do to her? So Zeke, you're going to be guiding us to Tantal, right? Sure am. But let's head back to our chambers before we talk about it. This isn't exactly the place for discussing stuff. Back to our room. Got it. What the crap was that sound? Is there any secret treasure in here? Hiding any treasure behind your desk? No? Oh, it's just this door opening. That was the sound I heard. Weird. Talk to him again. Reach Elysium, we must heroes. The instructor was issued from Tantal. Okay, that's what he just told us. What do you have to say? Trust that you will fulfill your duty as a Praetor's envoy. Remember, His Eminence has placed all his hope in you. Can't help but, feel like we're being used somehow here.
And we're you.
Let us go.
We've prepared your rooms. Let's rest.
We can reach Tantal by ship, but once we're there, we'll need to do a spot of walking.
So we're travelling with Shell-led you? Never thought I'd see the day.
I think you'll find I make a fantastic ally.
Luck of Zeke not so great. Bet we shipwrecked by tomorrow.
Cheeky furball.
We're all gonna die.
Hey, Zeke. You said before that Torna concerned you too. What did you mean by that?
What? Oh, yeah, that. I don't know about those clowns, but Torna, the country that fell 500 years ago, they were the ancestors of us Tantalese. The people of Tantal are descended from Adam, the hero of Torna who escaped its destruction.
So, after Pyra fell asleep, Adam escaped to Tantal?
That's right.
That is the first I've heard of it. I have studied much history, but this story never featured. Most peculiar.
We're humble. Don't really like to brag about it. The only real trace left is in this here sigil of the royal family.
So why did you awaken Hayes?
Because her power was of great use to me. Indol has found itself under attack from Torna a number of times. She was necessary in driving them back.
Really? Then why don't you seem to have any others? Blades, that is.
Driver though I may be, I am no fighter. Besides, I find the warrior monks here so reliable. They get the job done.
If you say so. I wonder, do you know why Torna are using the name of a dead country?
Jin was a blade of Torna once. Loyalty or nostalgia? Who can say? Perhaps both.
Is that really all there is to it?
You don't think so?
I don't know much about what happened while I slept. There are no written records, either. All we have is stories passed down.
And you think that is insufficient? History is a murky thing. Only those present can truly know what took place.
But weren't you one of those present?
And that is why I offer you my cooperation.
I guess we'll find out if we go to Tantal.
Right, let's head for Gotius port. Can we make it a leisurely walk? I guess, why? It's been yonks since I last went home to Tantal. I've been thinking of Indal as my home so long now, it feels weird to leave. I want to enjoy my last moments here. Oh, so he hasn't been home? He can be shockingly sentimental sometimes. I know, shocking, isn't it? Shut up, you two. Gonna take some Indaline presents for the folk you haven't seen in a while? As if my old man would want any of that. Come on, let's start walking to Gotius Port. You could grab a swig of Odifa along the way. They don't have that stuff in Tantal, so this could be your last chance. I said shut up already. Does he really want me to walk the whole way? Guess we'll walk. Maybe something will happen along the way if we walk. Ta-da. I don't think we actually needed to walk. Probably could have teleported. Oh, I was just about to get him the drink. What's gonna happen?
Tensions seem high.
From what I gather, it seems an official summit is to be held between Morardain and Uriah.
A summit? You mean about the recent punch-up? But I thought...
Didn't Praetor Amalthus get them to stop and sort it all out?
Perhaps there are some discussions they would prefer Indal not to be privy to.
Besides, Uriah doesn't like to associate too closely with Indal. They'd hate to be seen as acquiescing to the Praetor's will. Got to keep up appearances, you know?
Acquiescing? You what?
Like letting him tell them what's what.
For such a spanner, you sure use some big words. How come?
Stop calling me that! Buzz off, kitty no-mates! Anyway, this summit would explain why Morag isn't around.
Indeed. She has much to attend to.
Oh wait, I just realized, yeah, she's not around.
Shared sovereignty over Gormott.
Yes. I don't think anything less will be sufficient to placate them.
The Senate would never approve it.
I can overrule them by decree. Of course, I would need to secure
his
Senator
blade?
Roderick's cooperation.
Imperial decree? If it's come to that, well, then I cannot dissent. I cannot help but admire your courage, Your Majesty.
That means a lot, coming from you.
Acting Chairman Nira Nira.
Sorry for intrude. Is emergency, so Nira Nira take liberty of drop by unannounced.
You certainly look troubled, Chairman. So, what is this emergency you speak of?
Well...
Well?
I am beat! Great work!
Well? Oh, they're gonna leave me hanging.
Good, didn't I? Nicely done, chaps.
Nice.
Time to show them all who's boss.
Affinity chart complete.
God, that's incredible!
This guy doesn't have a lot of affinity charts.
From strength to strength.
My strength grows by the day.
I like that guy. My strength grows by the day. Okay. I kind of want to give... How many overdrives do I have before I use that? Sort order. I don't know if they're like key items or... I only have one. Someone let me know if it's worth moving that healing blade over to Nia. I'm not sure if it's worth it. Do they have desserts here? I don't think they do.
Up. So, we can make our way to Tantal from here. I assume the Praetor has a ship waiting for us.
Hey, Shalad.
What?
Are we really gonna just leave Morag behind?
Who's leaving anyone? She's got her own priorities, you know?
Yeah, but still.
Anyway, her schedule is filled with official duties right now.
For sure. It's just a bit of a shame is all. You know, since we came all this way together.
I guess I know how you feel, chum. Huh? Speak of the devil?
Banner's going for the summit.
On top of everything, an assassination attempt?
If blood gets spilled at the summit, it'll mean war.
War's good for business, after all. I guess he wants to use that to get himself back in with the guild.
Why, that little? I was wondering where he'd slunk off to. What a sneaky git.
It seems Acting Chairman Nira Nira wishes to take care of this incident covertly, to avoid it reflecting badly upon the guild.
So you came to us?
If we mobilize the army, the whole thing will become public.
Oh, I get it. So we're a more convenient solution.
I'm not forcing you. If you refuse, Bridget and I will do what we can alone.
Ah, come off it, lady. You wouldn't even think of dragging us into this if you thought you could handle it on your own.
I suppose not. You know Bana as well as I. There's no telling what he might be plotting.
Where is
According
the
to Acting Chairman Nira, several giant weapons were being built at the factory where we last saw him. And one of them is currently unaccounted for.
Giant weapons.
Got it. Besides, you know, we've got our own score to settle with him.
Thank you. It will be easier to focus on my duties knowing you are on the case. Good luck.
Wait, are you not
Leave it
coming
to
with
us.
us? Whoa. There's like 1,000 quest markers all of a sudden. Okay. Maybe I just need to collect info? Oh, ask around. Okay. Soon will be a big summit talk thing, yes? Friend know anything about suspicious things happening there? Well, I saw these weird bird people. Not like Nopon, a bit larger. I think I saw pictures of them before in a picture book, but I can't remember what they're called. Tirkin? Yeah, that's it. They're called Tirkin. Thanks. That was really bugging me. But what would a bunch of Tirkin be doing in a place like this? Thanks. Huh. Have you heard about anything untoward going on at the Uriah Ardanian Summit? Oh, I have a good one for you. Tor want more info. Some kind of ingredients with a monstrously foul odor were carried into the Ardanian Titan vessel. The stench was so strong, I can still smell it on my clothes. There were other ingredients too, weird and wonderful, the lot of them. I don't know what they're for, but it can't be your average recipes. Much thanks. They're gonna try and poison people? Soon will be big summit talk thing, yes? Friend know anything suspicious? I do wonder. Myself, I am Ardanian, yet I live under the protection of Indor. And the Ryans and Gormati here, for instance, seem to get along just as well. But just take a look at those lot, clutching their tools of conflict and fixing one another with their coldest stares. With the coldest of stares. They can't even have a civil discussion short of holding a banquet like this. Don't you think it's absurd? If they have the time to be wasting on such extravagances, they should use it to save their own suffering people. It does frustrate me. Sometimes I think the people running those nations could learn a thing or two from our camp. Have you heard about anything untoward going on? There was one request I thought was decidedly suspicious. We had a Nopon fellow asking about supplies of poisonous substances. I told him we do not handle such items here. Of course, he had left soon after. But from what I hear, he's been asking around other places too. Who knows what he might be plotting? Yeah, sounds like poison. I think I need to go up the stairs, actually. Where am I? I got all third around here. Okay, hold on a second. Let's go here. There we go.
We're here.
So, shall we?
We shall. There's certainly something not quite right going on. I saw a very large wooden box being transported onto the Titan battleship. It was accounted for on the inventory list, so most of my colleagues think it's no problem. But I honestly can't imagine what they would want with such a huge box for. I'm worried about what might be inside. Thank you. The Ardenian Titan battleship has extremely sturdy defenses. I doubt there's a single weapon in this whole port that could damage it. Besides, I hear the main conference will only be attended by a very select group of trustworthy individuals. I can't imagine how any miscreant could hope to get close to the VIPs to harm them, even if they wanted to. A lot of people are on edge, but I don't think there's anything to worry about. Thank you so much. Nothing untoward is going on in the Ardanian army, I assure you. Those who have come to Indil belong to the Erig Imperial Guard, elite soldiers who have sworn solemn oaths to protect the Emperor. So if anything suspicious were going on, I'd ventured it would have to be on the Urian side. I find it difficult to tell what those people are thinking sometimes. Wow, there's a lot of people to talk to. Okay. Wait. Where does it want me to go? Did I, like, miss somebody around here?
And we're you.
Let us go.
What? Okay, I think I need to go here. I see two more down by the ports.
We're here.
So, shall we?
Oh. Did I literally just run right by this person before? Or were they not there? I swear they weren't there. Okay. In the current climate, I fear almost anything could happen. I can scarcely wait for the day when that huge, awful Titan battleship is gone from our shores. It pains me to even see such an unsightly structure in our beautiful city. I'm sure all upstanding Indoline citizens resent its presence. Why can Moradane and Uriah not cease all this foolish conflict and simply submit themselves to the will of Indil? Oh, I bet you'd like that, wouldn't you? You would like that, wouldn't you, buddy?
We're here.
So, shall we?
For some reason I think, like, Indil's, like, behind this conflict in some way, like they keep stirring up trouble or something. What's over here, by the way? Goblins at the summit, a ridiculous notion. The summit will be held aboard this Titan battleship, so we have no need to fear attacks from the outside. This door is the only entrance, and it will not be opened until just before the summit to admit Queen Rakura. We have not allowed a single suspicious individual to pass this point. As such, there is no need to fear attack from within either. Minus all the poison cargo you took on board. Just saying. I feel like, I just had a random thought, like, I feel like at some point in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition, I feel like someone told me there was, like, some point where you could, like, get something to, like, ride on over the world map or something. I don't think I ever came across that, though. Maybe I had to do more side quests or something? Or maybe I'm just thinking totally wrong. Perhaps there are untoward intentions on the more ordained side. Frankly, I would expect it. But I can assure you that we of Uriah have no intentions of trying anything funny. The word of Queen Rakura is absolute. We trust in our queen, and as she wills it, we gladly put our weapons aside. So there is no need for concern. Oh, right. Of course, if the queen ordered me to take up arms, I would gladly fight tooth and nail against those Ardanian dogs. You would do well not to forget that. Pyra, thank you so much. Take a break at Indul's on the Taro Inn and see if you can make heads or tails of the information you've gathered. Where is this inn? It's over here. Maybe I can level up. We've gathered quite a bit of information now. Yeah, and plenty of it blatantly bogus. But there were some rumors in there that did bug me a bit. Time to sort out the real dirt from the baseless suspicion. Ooh, detective time! First, we clear up basic premise. Who is targeting Summit of Nations? Is former Chairman Vanna? Master Pawn forget already? No, Tora not that stupid. It's traditional for deducings to start by listing information everybody already know. Proper flow is for Rex to think carefully and provide answer. Okay. On to the next basic premise then. Where is the summit to be held? On the battleship. It's inside the Titan battleship from Moradane. Yes, that's right. It seems like Banna is planning an assassination, but what method do you think he might be using? Poison. I think the method might be poison. Yeah, the ship's totally secure from the outside, and only trustworthy people will be attending after all. I guess the only method that really leaves is tampering with the food. But when would the poison be added, and to what exactly? I think it was the main meal. It's gotta be the meal at the banquet, right? Yes, I can hardly imagine the VIPs will be preparing their own food. I'd quite like to see Morag and Bridget try cooking for a banquet. And someone was saying they'd seen lots of weird ingredients being carried inside, right? Indeed, they were. Suspicious big box carried inside too. Could the strong flavored ingredients be to hide the taste of the poison? You're sharp, Rex. I bet that's exactly what they're there for. The only question left is, who will be carrying out the poisoning itself? Let's see now. I think the Tyrken. Could it be those Tyrken? The ones that girl was talking about? Lana used Tyrken as minions before. Tora remember from Artificial Blade Factory in Mardane. I can see how they might be more convenient for him than hiring professional assassins then. I wonder what would happen if I answered incorrectly to those things. Yeah, but you think Tyr can know the first thing about cooking? I don't know about that. Listen, I think we're just going around in circles here. If we know somebody's probably gonna poison the food, why don't we go check out the battleship itself? Good point. Regardless of who's carrying it out, we should act fast if we're going to stop this plot. That's settled then. Everybody go to the dining hall of Ardanian battleship. 700 experience. Nice. Can I level up? Short rest, please.
I'm stronger than this, you know. Much, much stronger.
I believe you, Neo. Not as strong as Zeke, though. He's level 50 for some reason.
Did Master Pond sleep well?
Meh. Tora dreamed about tasty sausage the size of Poppy.
I'd like to buy some cookies. They're all handmade by people from the camp here. We made them with honey. They're super sweet. Personally, I'd recommend having one with a drink of Odifa. So, what do you say? Sure. Take 10 of them, or 9 of them. Thank you very much. Interesting. Okay. Alright, we are going to make our way to the battleship and see if we can prevent a poisoning from happening. Next time. On the next episode of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Hopefully you have enjoyed the episode today. I've had a lot of fun making it. And I will catch y'all on the next one. Take care of yourselves. And be good to each other. Talk to you soon. Bye.